Okay, so I'm just going to start with all the things that we need to touch on. First of all, Telegram. I think everyone in here is on the Telegram, so we're good. But so I know I had already touched on it a little bit, but I just wanted to switch things up. I really like it. I think our whole team vibe has changed since we went to that. I mean, the other day we were sharing whys. Today y'all were sharing income goals. Like, I don't know, the whole vibe just seems better to me. I really like the Telegram. It seems more simple. And like, I have issues with Facebook Messenger all the time, so I feel like this was a good thing for me. And then I also know that, like, I know Tiffany. How you fall? I know, girls. I know Tiffany's not on here, but like, she was one of the main ones this week. Like, we just added 4 or 5 promoters this week that don't have Facebook, and I mean, that's fine. A lot of people don't want to do Facebook, but we're having to tell people, oh, you got to join Facebook to get this training and be in our chat and this and that. But if they don't get on Facebook, they're not going to see those notifications either. So I just thought it was, I don't know, I feel like we're growing pretty quickly, and I thought that this might be a little easier. And I feel like it's easier to navigate. I can pin stuff to the top like I did the Zoom ID, and then like the newbie chat. So the plan is we have a newbie chat. So people will just kind of go in and out. Like, when they're new, they'll get added to it. And then after their 14 days and they're out of their VIP period, they'll come out. But I have like stuff in there for them. And then I know we have like the content one. I figured that was a lot easier because I was giving you all content in our chat, but it was like, it gets lost in there. I don't feel like it's so bad because we're not having conversations in there. We have our chat for that. The only other thing that I was thinking was like I don't want to do it now, but if y'all eventually want to do some kind of like post love thing or something like that, we can do that. I don't really do a lot of the post love, so that's why I didn't do it. I don't know. I mean, like Candy and Kiana, of course we boost our algorithms and stuff. We comment on each other's stuff, but I feel like I shouldn't have to go tell people to go comment on my stuff. I don't know. That's just me though. So I just think it'll be easier to navigate. It's a little easier for people to, like, if we sign somebody up and they don't have Facebook, okay, download this app and get in the chat. When I signed up on it, I think what sold me on it is the moment that I made my Telegram, I had a girl message me. We're on Facebook together and stuff, but she messaged me literally immediately and was like, hey girl, welcome to Telegram or something like that. And I was like, hey, I've never worked it, just having a regular conversation. And she was like, girl, I need to do what you do. I was like, okay, I wouldn't have had that conversation with her unless she messaged me first. So I don't know. I just took that as like I said, I didn't even run it by Kiana or Candy or anything. I kind of was like, I got the nudge and I was like, okay, inspired action, let me make it. And then I was like, oh, by the way, Kiana, here, let's do this. So I don't know. I'm just kind of just wanting to switch things up. I feel like it's just a season of trying new things, trying different things. So that's what I'm going to talk about next. So I wanted to cover those graphics that I sent. The August 31 days, I don't even know what I put at this point. I'm tired. But so what it is I told Candy a little bit earlier. Oh, hold on. There's people trying to get in. What I told Candy earlier. So I did that I think I did it in May, but I don't remember. I wasn't consistent with it. But I know I did it in June. So basically I ran that special. Okay, let me preface that. You don't have to run this special. You don't have to do free balance or free sculpt if you don't have it, girl. So what you can do is you can just change it up and make it something else, or just not run a special. You can run specials when we have them. That's totally fine. Don't feel like you have to, share and do the free sculpt or free balance. Now, one thing I will say, when I did it, all that I did was ordered. I know Candy has extra already, but that's what I did was I just ordered extra, girl. I just ordered extra sculpt and balance, and then was just sending it out myself. So like if Kiana went on my website and ordered from me, I would just send her out a sculpt, get her address and send it to her herself. So that's one thing. If you all want to do that, you don't have to. That's why I made that slide separate. So anyways, what I did was so at the beginning of June, when I started posting that, tell Ari this isn't TikTok. Exactly. Go tell Sissy, let you see her TikTok. Go get on Sissy's TikTok. Okay. But but I did it consistently in June. And I didn't do it in July because I wanted to test this out. I play around with everything. So the first week of June, the first thing that I noticed was, you all know we don't talk about like limited spots. And I don't say I have limited spots. Oh, I only have 10 spots. And it says 10, like it numbers it 1 through 10, but I don't say I have 10 spots. I say, like, I think I put something like, let's get 3 more. Looking for 4 more people that's ready to change their life. I never put that there were limited spots. And I went over that. Like, I think I signed 20 to 25 customers that month. And I know it was because of that. So what it is every time somebody orders from me, say I post it and I'm like, my spots are open. I've got this going on. And then Candy and Kiana go to my website and order. I put their name on that 1 and 2 spot. And then I post it again. Let's fill up 8 more. Let's go. Who's ready to do this with me? And so what I noticed first was I had customers that ordered at the end of May. They messaged me because I think it was a girl named Stephanie or something. She messaged me and she was like, hey, is that me? Because all it said was number 6 was Stephanie. She was like, hey, is that me? I was like, no, girl, you ordered at the end of May. It's only for this month. She was like, oh, I guess I need to order again then. Okay. Like, she wanted to be a part of whatever I was doing. That's what it is. People want to be a part of something. So I had so many people messaging me just off of that because they wanted to be a part of whatever I was doing. I think it was like, 30 Days of Healthy Living or something like that. I don't know what it was. I don't remember. But like, people wanted to be a part of it. So people were messaging me and trying to get on those spots almost like I had limited spots. But when I finished filling up the 10, I added a whole nother thing. And it said 11 through 20. And I did it again. Like, it's just, not only does it make people want to be a part of it. What are you doing? Not only does it make people, not only does it make people, not only does it make people want to be a part of what you're doing and what you got going on. Chill out. Little girl. Chill out. I'm gonna be here. I promise you, I'm gonna be here. Okay. But not only did it make people want to be a part of it, they wanted that. They seen that urgency, and they made sure that they wanted to see their name on there for whatever reason. And then another thing that I think we're gonna do is Candy was talking about how they do like their weekly here. Candy and them do their weekly workouts. And I know she had said that they had fell off a little bit, but you can also offer that too. She said she was going to open it up. We'll see what's best for everybody. But like, if you all want to do it, none of us are perfect. All you do is get on there and just lead a workout on Zoom. And that's what they used to do with their team. So if you want to offer that to people like, hey, we're going to have weekly workouts. If you want to join in, they may just do it. They may not even show up to the workout. Like, you know how people are, they'll want to do something, they'll sign up for it, and then they just don't. But it's fine. But that's just something that you can offer. Remember, we have a customer group. If you all aren't in the customer group, she's rolling on the floor. If you all aren't in the customer group, then we can make sure that y'all are in there. It's called the Tribe Experience. I don't know if y'all are in there or not. But you can add your people onto that too. So you can talk about the community that your customers can be in. And then also, we're doing it because I want to challenge you all to sign 10 customers this month. I don't care if it's just a balance or 3 steps. Dad has to sleep. I don't care what it is, but I want to challenge you all to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. You know, that I feel like that 10 is going to just intimidate you a little bit and make you want to step your game up, make you want to keep track of who you're signing up and what they're doing. Why? She's not bothered me at all. She has not been in here. Mom. Go get Sissy. Go see what Brooke's doing. Mom. Kiana, do you want to add anything real quick before I beat this child?
Yeah, I can take over. Leave my baby alone, though. So I just wanted to go over some normal end of the month stuff. Just everybody make sure you've got your 2 customers. I mean, bare minimum, make sure you've got your 2 customers. And then make sure that you've got 2 customers for those 2 customers, if that makes sense. Like, at least have 4. I always say, like, well, I mean, everybody does, but always think of it like you're repeating your VIPs. So Your VIP 800, getting your 2 customers and your 2 promoters, and then getting 2 and 2 more. So try to have 4 customers by the end of the month, because that's the thing. I think that we're focusing too much on 2 customers instead of beyond 2 customers. And if your 2 customers are balanced customers, then your credits are only the average of those 2 orders. So you want, even if you've got 2 3-step customers, still push for that, 3 steps with ultras and balance and sculpt customer, because that's going to make your credits go up. So that's my thing, is like when I start mathing the credits that I'm getting next month in my head, I've gotten so used to this amount. Like when Candy used to tell me that she was getting hundreds and hundreds of dollars in product credit, I used to be so jealous with my like 186. I'm just like, listen, I can get my 3 steps and that's it. Okay. And I can get like my 3 steps in my balance and that's all. And so now that I've gotten to the like $300 to $500 a month consistently like range, if my customer, my 2 highest customers don't add up to that, like average out to $300-400 in product credits, I'm pushing as if I have 0 customers, if that makes sense. So just push until the end of the month as if you have 0 customers. And if your highest customer is $100, or you have 2 like $100 customers, shoot for a 150, because that's going to make your product credits go up. If you've got 2 150 customers, shoot for a $200 customer. So I wanted to say that, make sure you've got your 2 customers. And if you've already gotten 2, then try to go for 2 more. And then what else? Follow-ups. So if you've not followed up with all of your customers, to just see if they need anything, see what they're out of, see what they like, see what they don't like. Just always have your customer service. You guys know I'm the customer service queen. I'm always checking in with my customers. Anybody that you've sold a mini to, make sure you touch base with them if they've not placed their order. These are routine things that you need to be doing regularly throughout the month anyways. But if you're not, the end of the month is a great time to do that. And even for myself, I have done, my customer email, I've done customer follow-ups, I've done all the things this month. I'm still going to kind of loop back around to everybody and just touch base, make sure nobody needs anything, check on everybody, see how they're feeling, see how they're doing, see if they need to order anything. And then my mini customers, see if they need to order anything. And then all of your potentials, just running back through, touching base with them if you haven't. A lot of people fall through the cracks, especially with, I know me and Chris have both had Instagram issues this past week. So if you've had like any tech issues or anything like that, people can just fall through the cracks for whatever reason. So touch base with your potentials, see if they're ready, when they're going to be ready. I don't ask the yes or no, are you ready to order type of questions. I always like try to get more information from them. Like, if not now, when would you like to order, so that I can go ahead and like make a mental note. Cause like I will forget about people. Like I talk to so many people, I'll forget about people. So, and I don't say that to them, but I kind of do say that to them in a way, like when would you like to order, so I can put it in my calendar, just so I make sure to kind of put you at the top of my priority list. So I try to make them feel valued in that way. So just touch base with everybody, customers, mini customers, and your potential customers, your potential promoters. Just see where everybody's at, get a gauge for, what August is looking like for them. If they're not ready now, when are they going to be ready? That always helps me gauge my credits. If I'm going to like binge on myself, or if I already have a lot of people lined up who are, wanting to order with a specific deal that we talked about, then I know like how I'm going to use my credits and when I'm going to be sending credits and that sort of thing. And then the other thing that I wanted to touch on is to just let us know where your volume is if you are promoting. So if you're over halfway to your promotion, you're hitting it. You guys know mine and Chris's promotion stories with like our 12K and our 40K, and really anybody who's promoted, anybody that's hit their VIPs will probably tell you that it happened at the last second. And it was like hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. In mine and Chris's case, it was like thousands of dollars in a couple minutes. So like in 30 minutes. So it can happen if you're pushing. So if you're letting your foot off the gas right now, it's definitely not going to happen. So one other thing, aside from end of the month stuff that I wanted to start doing, is I'm always talking about the core four. I'm always talking about adding, having conversations, doing all the things. So what I want to start doing is, and I don't think we ever decided if I wanted to do like end of the month or beginning of the month, but I used to always do a social media tracker for like my coaching business and my network marketing business. And it was all the things where I would write down like, I'm not even going to go all the way into detail, but I would write down like my website views and, you know, all these different things for all the businesses that I run. But part of that was writing down how many friends on Facebook I have and how many followers on Instagram that I have. So since we do these Sunday meetings, every single Sunday for you to keep up with would be really good. So if you started today and you write down how many followers you have on Instagram and how many friends you have on Facebook. And then at the end of August, we will roll back around and see what those numbers are looking like. But you for yourself every Sunday, that can be your reminder to just go jot that number down. So find a place like in the front of a notebook somewhere or a journal or something, somewhere where you can see it. It really helps me see what work I've done for the week, if that makes sense. So I was actually tracking mine monthly before, and it would really help me see if I grew, and the number doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're going from 50 followers to 150 followers or from 500 to 600 or from 10,000 to 15,000. That's not what matters. We don't need you to have a huge following. It just really is that gut check that you need, because there would be months that I would jump like a couple thousand followers, and then months where I would go down followers, and then I would look and see what I did that month, and I'm like, makes a lot of sense. Your girl didn't do anything. Okay. So if you did it weekly, like if you watch it every single Sunday, and not a mental note, like actually write it down in your, like on your calendar and your planner and a notebook and a journal, wherever it is, and go back next Sunday, which I think is the 2nd, and see how much your following has grown. So if you're at 500 and you're at like 520 or 550 plus by next Sunday, awesome. If you're at 450, then that kind of tells you what you did all week. You know what I mean? So you can do it with your friends on Facebook too. And it's just a really good gut check, but we will do like a reminder, I guess, at the end of every month, so we can kind of gauge that. Like I said, it's not so much about the number as it is just keeping yourself accountable. Because for me, it started becoming like a challenge and a game for me. Like I knew if I gained like 50 followers in X amount of time, like last week or whatever, then I know that I can hit like, you know, like 50 more followers or 60 more followers. And it would kind of give me that kick that I needed. Why is she looking at me like that? She's looking at me like, why are you talking? But yeah, it would give me that kind of like motivation and kick to like up my last, you know, like amount, whether it's monthly or weekly or whatever. I would want to kind of up that. And if I went backwards, the only way it was okay for me to go backwards is when I was going through and unfriending and unfollowing people, because naturally you're going to lose followers. So if you have a week where you spent most of the week unfollowing and you know, you come Sunday, you have less followers, then that's fine. That's normal. But if you say that you've been doing all the things, you've convinced yourself that you've been doing all the things, but your following isn't growing, that's the one thing that we can really, really, really like measure. Conversations, yeah, you can say like I reached out to X amount of people today, I had conversations, but you can't really measure that, because like once they order, then they're in a different category, and then once they, you know, fall off the face of the earth, or once they delete their social media, like you can't really add that the right way. This you can track from now, and I challenge you to track it through the end of the year even. So this is something that can be ongoing, that you can continue to track over time and see like where you started and shoot a goal of where you want to be by next Sunday. And obviously the more eyes that are on your page, the more people who are going to be viewing your stories, viewing your posts, tagging people in things. They may not ever even order from you. I know this happens to me, and I'm sure Candy and Krista all the time too. Somebody who's never even ordered before, never even messaged you before, but someone posts, hey, I'm trying to lose weight, or hey, I'm trying to do this, and they tag you in it. Why? Because you have so many eyes on your page. That doesn't happen when you have 4 followers. It just doesn't. Like it doesn't happen. It happens when you have, it's at the end of the day a numbers game. The more eyes on your page, obviously, the more opportunities for people to see your stuff, and then their friends and family members and coworkers and et cetera, et cetera. So just a thought to put out there. And at the end of August, I will also point this back out. So whatever number you write down right now, we'll compare it at the end of August, but if you can, keep up with it every single Sunday. And I am done.
Okay. Let's try this again. So what I was saying was that 1 through 10, helps people want to be a part of what you're doing. It helps you keep track of how many customers you're signing. And you don't have to be hard on yourself if you only got 4 people. It's fine. But what I'm saying is making sure, and you don't have to post that graphic every single day, but at least every other day. Like that's what I was doing, was almost like every other day. And then like all of the graphics or whatever. And then some days, like if I didn't post all the slides, I would post just the names. And even if that you didn't add any extras or whatever, that's fine. People don't really keep track of how many people you're posting. But anyways, it just helps them want to be a part of it. It helps you get out of your comfort zone. It knows, you know what you're pushing for. You know, obviously that 10 customers is going to help you with your free product credit. Going to help you with your volume, all of the things. So I think I was talking to Candy too about it. I think I'm going to make another one for Team-Wise, like mentorship spots. Because I know, like I said, again, we don't post like I only have a certain amount of spots left, blah, blah. But with the mentorship, we can make it more towards, I don't have limited spots. I can sign as many people as I want. But to have the time to pour into you like I need to, I can't be signing like 25 people. So I only have 10 mentorship spots left. And there's a difference between signing someone and being a mentor. So that's how we can kind of, you know, word that. So I still need to make those graphics. And then another thing I wanted to touch on, because Betty had pointed it out, I am going to, you can use the August graphic that I posted, but I am going to switch the background and make another one too. That way everyone's aren't completely the same. And I may do it like 2 or 3 different ways, and I'll post it in the thread. But that way everyone's just aren't the complete same. But I was going to do a mentorship one. And then I wanted to do this a few weeks ago and I didn't do it. And then Candy brought it up today because she said she did it. Meredith on Brittany's team, she had posted this mini pack thing, and it's like it looks like this screen, but each picture was a mini pack basically. And she wrote on it like claimed, only 3 mini packs left, you know, stuff like that. And that countdown, she said she was selling like crazy. Candy said she sold a ton this week just from doing that. So I just want to I feel like these little things is what's going to make us step it up, and it's what's going to bring more people to us. And then, I mean, if they roll out freaking stimulus checks again, then fine. People are going to know what they're going to spend their money on. Because a lot of people, back when that happened, a lot of people were like, oh, well, people need to pay bills and stuff. Okay, but they've been watching me and they want their Thrive too. Like, it's just like income tax. We had a bigger month with the stimulus checks than we did at tax time. It was insane. And I really do think they'll do another one. I mean, I don't know for sure, but if they do, we're going to be ready. So all of this is just going to set us up. I mean, we can do these things every month and switch it up. So like I said, I signed more customers in June than I did in July. And I just have to believe that that's what it was. I didn't run anything like this last month. And then, you know, we can always switch it up when they run a special. We could change that graphic from free sculpt and free balance to whatever the special is. So that was just ideas that I was throwing out there. I need to make the mentorship one. I need to make a mini one so we can post those. I still need to go in the content page and like share some more posts for you all. I'm just trying to like make a mental note, or if y'all can remind me, because I'm awful. But I didn't do absolutely anything today, so it's fine. What else did I need to touch on? I feel like there was something else. Anybody have any questions about anything? Does all that make sense? Are y'all excited about it, all of that? Like, are we good? So technically it's in a month, but she posted, or she touched on like follow-ups. It's definitely follow-up time. I can share some follow-ups that we've done. That's another idea. In our content group, maybe I can share some follow-ups that I've done and you all can use those. He may still run a special for the end of the month. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I think that was pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about everything, to bring up Telegram, talk about that August graphic. And yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else to add, Kiana? No? Candy, you got anything to add? No. Alrighty. Can you share content in the main chat? Can you share the content chat? See, I can't even read. It's fine. Yes, I will share that link. I'll make sure everyone has that. Candy must have just done that. So anyways, if you all need anything, let me go ahead and stop this recording.